Welcome, folks. Welcome into the stream. My name is SpaceHuggle, and I have some cantaloupe. I haven't... I haven't had cantaloupe on stream since Hollow Knight. That's how long it's been. But praise be to Nathan for cutting up my cantaloupe so that I can eat it. On stream, no less. Hi, GB! Kush, congratulations on first! How is everybody? You know, I told Nathan that I would eat the cantaloupe all in one sitting. If he just cut it up. It's quite a bit of cantaloupe. I think I've eaten maybe half of it. I bet the music's a little loud, huh? Anyway, today, we're gonna be maybe finishing the shocking conclusion to Between Horizons. Maybe? Yeah, cantaloupe's already gone. Oh gosh. I'm okay. Don't worry. No one worry. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay. So, if you guys don't remember what this game is, it's a mystery game that takes place in space. Alright? It's a mystery game that takes place in space. This lovely ship is called the Zephyr. And there are 1,300 lovely people on this ship. And we are currently on track for a star that is 4 light years away. And this star is going to be our new home. And we're currently 33 years into... if I read correctly, we're 33 years into the process with 100 years to go. And it seems that there is some people trying to sabotage the mission. So, we've had to solve quite a few cases so far. We are the chief of security. Our father was murdered. He was murdered. It's got this lovely pixel art style that I love. And this game was gifted to us by the lovely developers. Oh, I forgot that the music really reminds me of Escapists. The music is so similar to Escapists, I can't get over it. Speaking of keys. So yeah, speaking of keys, we do have one more key, or one more game with a key currently lined up. I mentioned on stream, it's crazy, the day I mentioned it on stream, and I was like, oh, I was like kind of sad that I haven't heard back from them yet. They got back to me that day. It's not like they saw my stream or anything, it's just fun. It's just funny, and kind of cool. But the next game that we have up on the list is another space game, sandbox, called Forever Skies? I keep mixing it with a show called Falling Skies, so I'm pretty sure it's Forever Skies. I love Falling Skies. Pretty great show. And it seems like the space version of Satisfactory, and Satisfactory is a very interesting game that I've never played, but I've watched a lot of stuff on it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to play that, and I'm excited to finish this up. I'm really enjoying it. I kind of got the vibe that we might finish it today. I don't know. I mean, we can take... Oh, let me take a look. Dix, go. I don't know what you're doing today, but do whatever it is you want to do, man. Don't look at me. Okay, so there are 10 different cases. I think I read somewhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, some of these are like steps, though. I don't know. I don't know if... Yeah, I guess these do count as cases. Okay. So, one thing that we have not figured out yet, or something that's new, is at the very end of last stream, the people who were like trying to like stage a coup basically sent something to everyone's PDA, and they have like a secret server location somewhere on the ship that is a separate server from the ones that we have control over, I guess. So we have to find it, and we have to find out where the secret server is hidden, like which space, I guess. I don't know how we would find that. I'm sure someone has given us some information. And then there's the box of painkillers that I don't know. I have a gut feeling as to who might have put the painkillers in the navigation room. Now, I don't know for sure, but we've learned a lot of information about it. And my gut feeling is not good enough. I mean, my gut feeling was good enough for this case, but my gut feeling was not good enough for this case. This case I fucked up. So I really would like to have some more concrete evidence before we accuse a person of this crime. Anyway. So... apparently there's some people gathering in, like, the square or whatever. Also, our ship is damaged because the people who are, like, staging the queue, the hackers, they stopped the ship and turned it a different direction to send us off course. And when they did that, it caused some major damage. So... I was told that there's some people gathering in the public areas, so let's start there. Hi, who are you? Not the cut cables, you'll get yourself electrocuted. Can I help you, Chief? Actually, you can help me. The Chief said she's gonna lock you away if you touch that again. Nuh-uh. She did! We should go back to the lab soon. Darren hasn't been this excited about a task in a while. Okay. I assume this is going to be where the people are gathered. Up here. I mean, there seem to be quite a few people, but... not quite the thing I was looking for. I mean... Frist? You right. I support that. Oh, I'm supposed to go to the network area? Whoops. Okay, let me do that. The network area is all the way here. Yeah, I'm hoping we can maybe finish this game today. That'd be nice. I mean, to be fair, I'm really enjoying it, and I don't really want it to end, but we do have other games to get to, so it's like a give and take, you know? Alright. What do you have to tell me, Engineer Farid? I had the new power... got through the powder out more or less unscathed. Everything's operational. Running diagnostics, looking good. Arjun and Taijun got hurt, though. Yes, they are currently in the... They're getting medical attention. I forgot I can use this to, like... It does feel good to properly finish a game, I agree. Alright, I think Aaron is the guy we want to talk to. He's our guy. I have to sneeze. I have to sneeze. But I can't. I moved my light so you guys can see me better and I'm not dark anymore. I'm not like shaded. The network area sustained minimum damage from the outage, so that's good. Our colleagues in the power nodes were both brought to the hospital. They don't have access to their PDAs. That's correct. One of them is like absolutely shattered into pieces. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer it this way. That means also that when I'm staring at the game, it's not directly in my face either. Which I really prefer. Because I'm hoping it won't be as much of a strain on my eyes. And hopefully there won't be as much of a glare. So that I can deal with darker games better. Cross fingers that this is like the setup, you know? Alright. So they're all close. Got that. Dude, this is where you said for me to come. What? Okay, well, what if I ask about... I'm gonna ask you about the secret server. We're sure that it exists, and we were even able to ping it. Can we find its physical location? Not from here, but if you get the readouts of the ping from different locations on the ship, you might be able to deduce it. Okay. She doesn't know what that means, but I get it. Indicates how long it takes to communicate between 2 points. I'll enable your PDA to ping the server. The further you are away from it, the higher the ping. Should go up to 100 on the opposite side of the ring. So if it's 0 is when I'm right on top of it. Got it. If I'm a few floors above or beneath, that should have a negligible effect. What really counts is the distance. How do I perform the ping? Hook it up to the network cables around the ship. That's funny. Okay, a few of them are exposed because of the ring malfunction. Run along the hallways and have a unique pattern of blue and white stripes. One per area. Got it. Okay. Thank you. 2 more things. The server isn't providing an exact response in milliseconds, so your readout won't indicate whether the ping is low, medium, or high. A low ping... So you're not giving me an exact ping? That's much harder to deduce, Aaron. Yo, wait, Koala's name is Aaron. Aaron, what the fuck? Can you get it to, like, say the number for me? Instead of low, medium, or high? Like, that just seems like... That's so much more challenging. The low ping means the server's nearby. Alright. Okay! Alright. Said something about some blue and white stripes, exposed wires. Oh, that's where D is. I see. Is it really, like, nowhere in here? He said it was around. Good gracious. Okay. I guess I'll just run around until I find it, I guess. It's in the hallways. Chi-Chi! You go back to your bunk whenever you're ready. I promise I'll let you roam free once in a while, okay? Chi-Chi, please. I don't want to be alone. Okay, maybe she actually went home? Oh, I got an achievement, the runaway. It's gotta be around. I mean, he said it was right freaking here. What was this? Wall compartment. Oh, that was the one that had the thing in it. Okay. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Okay. Explain. Explain me a thing. Yeah, again, it says that there's one right there, but I don't see how that's possible. I mean, I feel like I've looked. I don't know, I just have a feeling that the server is down here somewhere and not, like, in the residential area, because I feel like that would be a dead giveaway, you know? I have a hiccup. How do I find it? I mean, there's this open wall right here, but... Oh, up there! Oh, I was looking on the walls. I wasn't looking there. Okay. So... medium. That's wildly unhelpful. Alright, I guess... I guess I'll just look for more that are like that. Was there? No, there wasn't. Okay, so not down here then, I guess. You know, I have a feeling this is going to be very challenging. Residential area pig. Medium. Okay. So if these are both medium, then it should be over here. Yes? In theory? A game theory. Perfect! It's low. So it's strong here. Okay, what if... Is there any more right here? No? Okay. Alright. I have a theory. I have a theory. Oh. I didn't even know this was an area up here. Oh, that's my bunk. Okay. Looking for that exposed wiring. No, not up here. I think this is so hard. Because it's not, since it's not giving me a number. I mean, ideally I'd like to find it. Yeah, ideally I'd like to actually find the secret server. This is the one that we already did that was low. So it... Marilyn, do you want to come up? Come on, you can come up. Do you want to cuddle? I know you're in a cuddly mood today. Okay, he doesn't want to come up. Lame. Okay, I don't know what this, like, pinging other locations. Okay, so is it trying to tell me that from my location right now, it can be between Inner Hole A, the network office in Inner Hole A, and the train station in the public area? So is it saying it can be between this point and essentially this point, this point? If it can be between those two spots, that's really not all that helpful. Because there's a lot of things in between those two spots. But... activities room... residential area. Ping. So how about we go to the train station at the public area? Which is here. Is there anything? I mean, I have a hunch that, like, it's the activities room. But the issue with that hunch is that I don't know if I can prove it. I can't go back in there right now? Oh, you suck. So I definitely can't prove it. Alright, I guess I'll just keep running until I find another set. Damn. They got nothing for me. I really don't have anything. I mean, it's not on this side. Like, I feel very confident in saying it's not on this side. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't like a ping. You know? Okay, real quick, I want to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then I'll continue to tackle this problem. I'll be right back. returned. I mean, the best I can do, really, is run around this entire ship and make sure I haven't missed any. Like, really the best I can do. Wait, there was a guy in there I could talk to. How are the enforcers doing? Okay, most things are not- okay, everything's good? Alright, great. So glad. I mean, essentially what these 3 pings have done is it's narrowed down half the ship. It's narrowed it down to half the ship. So literally anything that I would guess. I mean, from here it said it was medium far. So... it said it was medium. And here, it said it was close. But then over here, it said it was medium also. So it's between this. I don't know. I'm feeling the activities room. I'm feeling that. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But there's still that 33 ping difference. That is unaccounted for. I can't get in there right now either. So I can't confirm my suspicions for any of these places. All I have to go off of is these 3 points. Okay, so the cafe in the public area is 67 away. Okay. So... it cannot go as far as the cafe. And... it has to at least be... it has to at least be as far as the activities room, no further than the cafe. At least be the activities room, no further than the cafe. So that leaves the gym, the conference room, the activities room if it's right on the edge, And I don't know if these count as being like slightly further, because you see like how it's not quite flush with it, so that may or may not count. And then also there's the maintenance room down here. It's very possible it's in the maintenance room, but I don't have access to the maintenance room right now, so I can't look. Okay, and then what did residential ping said? Okay, so this one says that it has to be between the train station at the public area and the server room. The train station in the public area, I assume, is this one. Right? Because this would be the train station in the residential. So here's the train station in the public area. It has to be further away from this, but not further than this, which we already know. So then that means that it has to be either the activities room, the gym, or the conference room. The activities room being right on the cusp. It could be. See, this is funny. 0 to 33 will read low. 33 to 66, medium. 67 to 100 is high. So if it's right on the 33 milliseconds, I don't know if that's acceptable or not. If that completely rules out the activities room or not. Okay. Now the gym seems like a silly place for it. It could be in the maintenance room. We're looking at the we're looking at 4 options here. And this option only counts if it's allowed to be right on the edge. So 3 to 4 options. Now the conference room, I do not know if I have access to. Let's check it out. I assume that I don't have access to any 4 of these rooms to figure this out. Now, if we can find some pings that are further away, we might be able to narrow it down. I'm like starting to understand. Okay, I do have access to the space. I don't see anything suspicious in here. Also, the conference room would be a terrible place for it, really. Really be an awful place for it. Not gonna lie. Okay. Well, then my best guess I need to travel to like here and see if there's gotta be a faraway ping. Any exposed wiring? I could check the farm as well. Wiring. If you see it, please shout it out. I do not know how to narrow this down. Unless we get another ping. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I found it. Okay. Low strain. So it has to be between 67. So it can't be bunk L4A, the locker room. Bunk. So we already know it has to be past that. And past the locker room. That's not... It's unfortunately not the info I was hoping for. Maybe there's another one, like, around here, maybe, that I could find? You know? I need more to go on. Hi, Zolden. What's up, friends? I was thinking about, maybe doing some more golf with your friends soon. It's been on the mind. Alright, yeah, we already went that way. I did not see anything. Keep an eye out for blue and white wires hanging close to the screen, okay? That's what I need. Let's just check my bunk to see if Chi-Chi's there. Chi-Chi? Chi-Chi! Chi-Chi! I'm glad you're here. Why did you keep running away? Are you getting bored? Be careful, it's dangerous. You seem to handle yourself pretty well. Who's the best girl in the whole world? Pet Chi-Chi! You are! You're the best girl in the whole world. Alright, Solden. I'll let you know. Doesn't seem like there's any wiring on this floor. I need wiring. Ideally in this area to ping the location. Damn it. So far, I haven't found any that are not on the base floor. So I had a residential ping. And the residential ping said... There's gotta be... There's gotta be another one I'm missing that would solve this problem for me. Okay, so this is the residential ping. So perhaps there's another residential ping over here? Let's check it out. There's gotta be more than 4 pings. I cannot narrow it down with the information that I have. There's still too many options. I mean... maybe there's another one in the basement that I'm just not seeing. Okay, I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna use my eyes. Because even though they're blue and white, they're shockingly hard to see. And are easily looked over. Yeah, not allowed into the maintenance room. Which, in theory, would be a really great place for it. So there isn't any down here. There should be like... okay, so if I'm reading this map correctly, which I very well could not be, in theory, there should be a set of wires in the command area. Now, if there is not, I genuinely do not know how I am supposed to figure this out. I mean, I can go up floor by floor and check. I didn't think it would be in someplace. However, what do you guys think about this? Okay. God damn it. That took so long to find. Okay. We've got this now. Alright. So, it's medium, which is perfect because I wanted it to be medium. So, which means it has to be past the statue at public area square. The statue at public area square is here, right? Which means it has to be the maintenance room? Past the statue at public area square. Past the statue at public area square. This is the statue, yes? It has to be the maintenance room. I don't see how it can be anything else. I think we have it confirmed. The maintenance room. That's the server room. Brig. Here, maintenance room. Maintenance room, we're good. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Get over there now, I'm setting back up. Okay. Chief Stella. The door's shut tight, meaning it's not opening for anyone. Overrides don't work either. Gotta break it open. Great. How long's that gonna take? An hour? Speed it up! Alert them immediately when it happens. Good news, we found the right room. Very good. So I did it! Okay, so for the time being, should I see if the brig is open? Because they're questioning, Ocean, or whatever the fuck. No? Okay. Well, perhaps I can talk to my security officers about something. Figure out the prescription's ID. Okay. So then I should go to the bio area, ask the lady what the prescription's ID is. And once I have that information, I can look up that ID. I should try to figure out the prescription ID. Well, maybe we can ask, Yaha. Dr. Yaha, maybe. Why is this kid still in here, bro? Hi, what is this prescription ID? Okay. How do I figure out what the ID is without asking? I mean, maybe Simon knows? Maybe Simon knows. I think he hangs out, up here, I thought. Okay. Hey, can I ask you about this? Hi, Mallory! I have cantaloupe and I'm distressed. Hey, what about you? Do you have anything to say on this? They told me at the beginning that the case is off to get solved by showing the right thing to the right person. Other than the two doctors, what if it's the fertility lady? I mean, that would be silly. Because these are supposedly painkillers. But I suppose there's no harm in asking. Ooh, aw. A couple of the children didn't make it? It's horrible. Aww. Nutrition solution was already spreading all over the floor and I sprung into action. Oh, never mind, the babies are okay. They're all in stable condition. Yeah, hopefully they weren't contaminated. Yeah, just doing my part. We created these fetuses, that makes it our job to protect them with all we got. If we expect them to serve the mission one day, we need to serve them now. Yeah, that's very true. Can I ask you about this? Can I ask you about this? Can I ask you... Okay, maybe I can ask the psychiatrist? I need to figure out what this... There's gotta be... No, hey! Stop it. We're where we want to be. Okay. Hello, miss. Do you know what this is? Alright, Chad, I'm open to ideas. Even if you don't know this game, or even if you do know this game. Any input would be helpful, to be honest. We've already talked about it, but I want to ask again. Okay, what if I show this kid his dad? No? Or... You know what? I have an idea. Hey, kid, do you happen to know what these are? No? Damn it. I'm okay. The pollen is disastrous this season.
Hamster.
Oh, hamster is good advice, not gonna lie. It's pretty solid. I feel like I need to solve this case before I can progress. And it's unfortunate because I can't figure this out. Hans. Hans. I need direction. What is this guy's profession? What is his profession? He's a biologist? What about her? An artist? Okay, if he's a biologist, maybe he could tell me what it is? He was here. Here. Ah! But yeah, honestly, the pollen is killing me this season. My allergies are so fucking bad. I'm like constantly sneezing. My like eyes are constantly itchy. Like right now. My nose is super stuffy. It's been awful. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's examine everything we know about these prescriptions so far. So the prescriptions are prescribed to Teacher Simon, but he claims that he hasn't taken them in years. These painkillers were issued at the hospital. Only those two people can prescribe medicine. And I have the medical records, but I don't know how to read the medical records. According to the doctors, each entry in the medical records contains information on the medication, the patient, and the doctor who issued the prescription. Oh my god. Help. Holy. The navigators, none of them have been taking painkillers. Of course they claim that they don't know anything about it, but some helpful info would have been nice. I need the prescription ID of the painkillers I found so that I can look it up on the computer. Who would know a prescription ID? I mean, the doctors, obviously. Guys, I ate all the cantaloupe. I ate the entire cantaloupe in one sitting. Huh. There's a whole fucking cantaloupe right there. I mean, if this game was close to real life, what would you guys do? What would you do to figure this out? Wait. Alright, since I'm here, I'm gonna just ask about this. But I have an idea. I have an idea. All about showing the right thing to the right person, huh? If my suspicions are right, this guy should have information. We already talked about it? I have a personal question if you don't mind. Have you been taking prescription medicine? The docs whipped up a unique compound they used to treat interstellar dystrophy. Who prescribed it? Destina? Where is Destina in here? So then if I go back to Destina and ask her about Asher? Okay, maybe I just need to ask. Hi, Elliot. I promise it won't take long. I need to ask you something. Have you been given any medicine recently? I swear I take it every day like Dr. Yaha says. Do you know what the medicine's called? They made it for my ears. Dr. Yaha was the one that gave it to you? Okay. Okay, let me ask you about Elliot then. So maybe I just need to go around asking people for their, like, medical information. That's kind of fucked, but that might give me the answers I'm looking for. Wait, no, this isn't where I want to be. Let me ask you about this. No? Okay, what if I ask... What if I ask all the navigation folks about their medical history? I don't know if they'd necessarily disclose everything, especially if they're trying to hide that they're committing a crime. And taking something that is not prescribed to them. I want this room. Hey girl, I may ask you about this. Have you been prescribed any medicine recently? Yeah, I got my prescription of antihistamines renewed. Dr. Justina. Just going through some records for a case. Okay. Okay, have you been prescribed any medicine lately? Not in a while. Only sustained a few scratches during the incident, nothing more seeing the docs for. My son should be at the hospital right now, though. Gives her once a week to get a checkup and new medicine. They've dubbed his condition interstellar dystrophy. It's not suited to the living conditions in space. He won't ever feel better? That's horrible. Can I ask you about your son? Okay, so... William Joseph, Eric, Asher. So then the last two guys that I would need to ask... Wow, that's crazy that this is the closest one to that. This is the closest train station. Alright, I just need to go back to the navigation room and ask them both for their medical history. I don't know how this is going to help me. I don't know. May or may not be helpful. You have nothing to say about your medical records? What about you? ask you about this guy's son? I don't know how to figure out this information. I don't know! Don't know. I doubt there would be any sort of, like, hints or guidance online considering how new the game is. Let me see here. Trying to find something. Anything helpful. I mean, my gut is kind of split in two. I don't know. Okay, it looks like a hint that I'm seeing, if I'm understanding it correctly, is the medical records. It has to do with the person who prescribed it. So it's the person who prescribed it and the person who... It's the person who prescribed it and the person who is being prescribed to. And the hint that I'm looking at is these look like residencies. So ROB. Maybe not. Where's the other chick? This one. ROC? Maybe not. What are the A, B's, and C's? I mean, I see L and R. So maybe that's... Maybe 1 versus 2 is the... 1 versus 2 maybe is the prescriber. So maybe Yaha's number 1 and Destina's number 2 because Yaha's the main girl, right? She's the main doctor and Destina is the assistant doctor, so it makes sense that they'd be like 1 and 2. And then L3 or R3 or L0, that's like the residency room of the person who's being prescribed the medication, maybe? And then like the last thing is maybe like the code for the medicine. Maybe. So, like, for example, L2C. L2C. So he said he hasn't been in forever. Well, okay, that could also be Elliot. That could be Elliot. Especially being prescribed by Yaha, probably. Okay, so then... What about Asher? R3C? R3C. And he said it was prescribed by Destina, right? So that... Okay. Okay, so that checks out. That checks out. So then... Hold up. I have an idea. And I'm very smart. Probably. If I'm not very smart, then I'm gonna be sad. Because I think that this is really clever on my part. Okay, I want to go to the security office. And then the code that I want to type in... Okay, so it could either be Yaha or Destina, but I want to see if Eric is the one getting the medicine. So... So the dystrophy number is the C28. So this is Asher's and this is Elliot's. So then the other girl said she was getting antihistamines and she's L3C. L3C. Antihistamines, those are painkillers, right? I don't know if that's the painkillers they're wanting, though. So, like, we could try and see... Antihistamines are what you take for allergies? Oh, NAR? Okay. So then, not 13, then. So it's not 28, and it's not 13. So it could be 55, or it could be 42. Who lives in R2A? Oh, here's ROA. Was ROA on here? No. Art. Okay, let me just look around and figure out who lives where. We're looking for like... Oh my god. I think we're getting somewhere. So we're looking for either... An R2, it's like an R2, an L2, or an LO. R2. R2. R2D? No, R2A. L2D. Okay, where's this guy at? L2D? He was prescribed something. L2D. 55, and then there's R2A 55. Well, let me that's R3A. Oh, that was gonna be so smart. I was gonna be like the smartest person ever. Okay, so let me ask, I can ask him what he was prescribed. This guy, Tijan. I think he's in, he might still be here. All the cool kids speak like that for real, for real. he go? He didn't go back to work, did he? If he went back to work, he'd be at power node A. Man, I got a bad case of the histonemesis G. God, if he went back to work, that'd be insane. Especially when he got all messed up. Let's find out. Okay, maybe he's at Power Rod B. Otherwise, I really don't know where this guy would be, and that would be wildly upsetting if I can't figure that out. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I know I'm very smart. Aha! Hello! He did go back to work. Unreal. They patched me up to the hospital faster than I thought. That's good. You finally stopped the power outage. Okay. Alright, I need to ask you. Am I right now assuming that you have been prescribed pain medication? I mean, you saw the way I looked at the hospital just a few hours ago. I mean, a remarkable recovery. Which doctor was in charge of you there? Does he know why? Okay, so let me take a look. So, was he... He's L2D. Okay, so the pain meds are 55. So, I can look this up. Okay. So... Did Simon say who his doctor was when he was there? Because it would be the other person. Right? Okay, so the person I suspect... So it would be like either 1 L3A or 2 L3A, 55. Just to see if that exists. And then if that doesn't exist, then they're not going through Simon's residency. They're only using his name. Hey, lad brothers! I think I'm very smart. That is what I'm thinking. Alright, let's fucking go. Let's see. Let's see if it exists. Let's see if they're using Simon's residency as well as his name, or just his name. So it was L 2 don't shh. Hey. I have short-term memory loss, okay? Just, you're gonna have to let me go. So it's either gonna be 1 or 2 L3A55. And then if that's not right, then I want to check Eric. I want to check Eric, which would be either 1 or 2 L2C55. Okay. Well, better than Monday indeed. A55. So this would be Simon. It's a match? Found the entry I've been looking for? Painkillers were actually prescribed to Teacher Simon. By Dr. Yaha, I'll have to confront her about it. Fuck yeah! We're fucking smart, boys! We're smart! So they were prescribed to Teacher Simon through his residency. Which means either Teacher Simon is lying or someone is impersonating him. Got it. Got him! Ooh. Nice, lab ratters. I also love the pixel art of this game. Fucking big-ass brain. I need to talk to you. The system says that you prescribe painkillers to Teacher Simon, but everything else points to that not being true. Help me make sense of this. Chief. I'm all ears. People aren't getting what they need, all right? The restrictions on some medications are ridiculous, and I've gotten tired of bringing this up with the ethics committee. I had patients in chronic pain who burned through their weekly allotment in just 2 days, so I made prescriptions out to other people who didn't actually need any. That way they wouldn't get flagged in the system. So Teacher Simon never even knew about this prescription. No, he's nothing to do with it. So how did the box end up in the navigation room? Dr. Yaha, this is crucial information. I can't disclose the full context, but please tell me what you know. Engineer Asher. He comes here very often to pick up meds, so an extra box here and there doesn't arouse suspicion. Long story short, we got to talking and realized we saw certain things the same way. So he started helping me distribute extra painkillers to people who really needed them. His secret stash is in the navigation room where he works. Maybe the box fell out when the ring stopped. Thank you for coming clean about this whole operation. We need to change the system. The rules clearly need to change so you're no longer forced to work around them. Yeah, we'll work on it together. But the person who brought this in was Asher. Okay. Case updated. Wants to see me in her office. I should go talk to Asher again now that I figured out his secrets. Let's talk to Asher first. Right, you know what? Let me just go here. A new message from Orland. Oh boy. What does Orland want? I want to talk to Orland. Talk to Asher first, then Orland, then Tanya? The captain, I don't know. Hi, pickups? Don't mind me. I meant to say this earlier, but I couldn't get it out. It wasn't entirely fair of me to project old grievances onto you. I apologize for being so abusive. Abrasive. Okay. Good work on your progress. Come see me. Oh, okay. Hey, Grinch! Grinch, what's up? Hi, Asher. The jig is up. Yaha just sent me a message. Guess I'm in trouble now, huh? Let's see, I was hoping we could talk about something else first. Now that you presumably have nothing to hide from me, tell me everything you know about the time up around the hack, especially what went down in the navigation room. Here's the full truth. I went back to the navigation room for the pills. I hurried to be the first person there because I already suspected that my stash had been blown open, and I was right. Nobody seemed to be in the room when I arrived. I grabbed a little medicine, or so I thought. When I bent over to pick up another package, I spotted a badge on the floor. And over to pick... I didn't think much of it, and I left immediately after grabbing the pills. Of course, I had no idea that there could be foul play involved, or that it happened right in the navigation room, but in hindsight, it's pretty likely that someone lost it when they were tossed around in the power outage. The person who lost the badge perpetrated the hack. What did the badge look like? Did you take it? I have a record of here on my PDA. I've seen it many times on my colleagues' collars. The instrument malfunctioned 2 years ago when we flew blind for multiple days. A few of my colleagues got together and figured out the solution, had some sleepless nights. They were awarded this specifically manufactured badge for handling the crisis. Couldn't take part in these overnight sessions due to my health, so I didn't get the badge myself. Who did take part? The other 4. Okay. Have they been wearing the badge on the uniforms as well? Every day? So whoever used to wear it and doesn't have it anymore must be the person who lost it? Afraid it's not that easy. Next time I came back to the navigation room, everyone was already there and the badge was no longer on the floor. So whoever lost it must have quickly picked it up back in the meantime. Did you ask around if anyone noticed the badge or saw who picked it up? No, and frankly, I think that's highly unlikely anyone did. We only had emergency lighting in the navigation room for a few hours after the outage. It was so dark we bumped into each other all the time. Only reason I saw the badge myself is because I got so close to the floor looking for the pills. Let's talk about the pills soon. Okay. So that's good to know. That's very helpful info. We're getting closer and closer. And it's not, well, if Orland is being, it's gotta be Eric. If Orland is being honest, then it's a man, not Nolia. And Joseph has an alibi. Oh wait, no. No, Orland saw Asher. So then Joseph is the only one that's excluded because he has an alibi. Okay. Alright. Okay! Okay! Alright, I guess we can go talk to the chief. Still real sad that, with all due respect, Captain, being a leader does not mean you get to decide everything by yourself. Make it sound like I'm being selfish, this couldn't be further from the truth. My feelings and opinions matter just as much in this context as yours do. They don't. As a servant of the mission, all my decisions aim to maximize its chances of success. You seem to have forgotten that the same goes for you and everyone on this ship. The mission, someone felt strongly enough to sabotage it, and the crew was completely blindsided. I think it's time for everyone to come together and have an open conversation about what people want. You think openly addressing grievances will jeopardize the mission further, but I think it's the only way to salvage it. I saw where we're going. The people deserve to know. Have you ever told anyone else about the message? Not the full truth, not about Iris. Don't mention that. What did you say then, and to whom? Some of my colleagues know the truth about Otis. Who? I don't know if I want to trust you with that knowledge. You were all about sharing information just a minute ago. Eric and Asher and my daughter. Who's his daughter? Is that Nolia? You made a promise, Navigator Joseph. You made a promise, there's a difference. Sorry to intrude, may I ask what's going on here? Chief, what did you... Navigator Joseph has some concerns that we cannot address in our current situation. He's threatening to escalate them in a way that could quickly become a security concern. Telling people the truth is not a... Please place him under house arrest. Only until we have some answers and solutions for the current crisis. Security concerns are my responsibility, and I need to assess the situation myself to see if it warrants house arrest. Tell me what you were talking about. Chief. Place him under house arrest, then I'll tell you. No. Chief. That's right, I'm the chief, and based on what I know, house arrest would be excessive in this case. Point me to the part of the codex he violated. You're free to go, Navigator Joseph. Thank you, Chief. I'll be at my place of work. Captain, please think about what I said. Do you have any idea what you just did? How could I? You're not telling me what it's really about. And you just proved to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that you cannot be trusted with that information. Why did you call me here in the first place? You already believed to have found the location of a secret server. Good. The matter of the painkillers you found in the navigation room seem resolved for now. And about Navigator Orland's case, we'll have to talk about the results of that one sometime in the future. As for your previous cases and their outcomes, Enforcer Bodo has been wearing down Engineer Lewis in the brig, but so far it seems he doesn't really know much. We'll probably send him back to his bunk soon and place him under house arrest for now. Still no trace of Engineer Geraldo since the incident. He seems to know we're on to him. Why did I leave the room to look at this? Playing Spirit of the North? Oh, yeah, I've played that game. How do you like it so far? I found something you need to see. Come to the laboratory in the bio as soon as you can. I'm waiting for you here. It sounds like something you need to figure out for yourself. Alright. If you feel stumped, ask around. Think about who might have something to say about clues. Hi, Degroth. I assume that means that your job is done for the day? It's nice the game has good puzzles, not gonna lie. I'm not a massive fan of Crazy Hours puzzles too. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Finally, we get to see the laboratory.
You right.
You right. Never been to this place before. Let's check it out. This is the only place I haven't been to. Hello? Paul? Paul? Was that someone hiding? Paul? I got your message. Why are we meeting here? What the? Michio? What's up, Chief? What are you doing? I need you to stay here for a while. I'll be back soon. Gotta take care of something. Take care of what? I've said too much. I may be a little drunk. Let me out. This isn't funny. Damn right this isn't funny. It's dead serious. What are you talking about? You wanna chat? Speak your mind. This is supposed to be a dialogue, but you're not familiar with the concept. I get it. You're no better than your father. I feel silly for having a moment of hope when you took over. Frankly, I'm not sure what I was hoping for. Did you... What? No, I don't know what the fuck happened to your dad. Wow, okay. Thought maybe the captain wanted to get rid of him or something. But that's besides the point. What is the point, then? Point is, I want no goddamn... The point is, I want no goddamn kid next year. I don't want to work at the goddamn museum. I never wanted to be on this goddamn ship or its goddamn mission. How do you do it? Do you have a will of your own, a brain, a heart? Think about that while I run some errands. The clock's ticking. See you real soon. Fuck. I'm on your TV? Sick. I have to warn Paul. My PDA is not connecting to the network? Maybe this weird chamber's blocking the signal. Or it could be that their server just locked me out. I gotta try something else.
A few seconds after Michio left, I panicked and I thought I might run out of air. Once I managed to calm myself down, I felt anger well up. Anger at Michio and at myself for falling into his trap. Whatever he was up to, I knew I needed to get out and stop him. The doors of the decontamination chamber were made of a thick glass and didn't have any handles. A control terminal on the side wall had been ripped out. I drew my gun and aimed it at the glass. Michio had to have considered that I was carrying it. For a second, I wondered if there was some gas in the room that would blow me to pieces once I pulled the trigger. I brushed the thought off and closed my eyes. The shot painfully rang in my ears. There was a small bullet hole in the door. I pulled the trigger a second time, a third time, but not a single crack started forming. I paused. I had 6 more bullets, but it started to look futile. Then I spotted it, a glowing control panel across the room. What if I tried to disable? Would the doors open, or would I trap myself for good? I took aim and held my breath.
Okay. Find that guy and stop whatever he's up to. Chief! Now this is awkward. Hands up. I'm placing you under arrest. Just give me a second to weigh my options. You don't have any! Maybe I do for the first time in my life? Whatever you're thinking, don't. Oh god. Oh, I'm not trying to voice act.
I didn't move a muscle. I tried not to make myself aware of my body, to exist as little as possible. I stared at the ceiling, Michio's dead eyes staring back at me. The urgency of the situation around me had completely faded away. I finally noticed that Paul had entered my bunk and was trying to talk to me.
Stell, did you hear what I said? Yes, it wasn't your fault. It was. How could I be so stupid? I knew about the server. Why would you want to meet me at the lab? And you never call me Stella. Please give me a minute, okay? Tell the captain I'm coming. You sure? Yes. Okay, we can talk later. Starting your support arc? Oh boy. Thank you for coming, let's get right to it. The navigators say that we have approximately 4 hours left until we can no longer course correct. They continue trying to get back into the system, but they have remained unsuccessful so far. There's a good chance one of them is the hacker still actively sabotaging their efforts. 4 hours are a very short time frame for finding the culprit, persuading them to let us back in, and then initiating the maneuver. There's some good news. Enforcer Bodo just informed me that we were able to break open the maintenance room and locate the secret server. We decided to leave it turned on and connected for now, so we can extract data identifying the insurgents. The only reason we haven't done this yet is the forged pin protecting the server. Armed forces in the brig have been questioning the suspects we captured about it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to extract any information from historian Michio before his passing. Assistant caretaker Ocean has apparently divulged information that could be useful, and finally, as soon as we learned of Michio's involvement with the group, enforcers raided his bunk. They found Engineer Geraldo hiding out there and brought him to the brig for questioning. It seems they were able to extract some partial information on the pin out of him. I'm forwarding everything we have to your PDA. On a different note, a crowd has been gathering at the residential area. The nature of this gathering is not entirely clear, but it seems spontaneous rather than centrally organized. People want answers and are exchanging information amongst themselves. I understand it. But if tensions boil over, the situation may quickly turn volatile. We have posted enforcers on the scene to keep an eye on the crowd. In addition, we have temporarily locked access to and from the public and residential areas. Our forces we're already stretched thin, and too many things are happening we need to keep tabs on. Stay vigilant, and we are at our most vulnerable right now. With all due respect, it sounds like it could be resolved if you address the crowd personally. Tell them what? We're not out of the woods yet. I'll talk to the population as soon as we have all the answers we're looking for, which leads me to my final point. I need you to bring me the person who hacked the navigation. If you can't find them now, it will be too late. Chief. It may sound harsh, but historian Michio brought this upon himself. We will hold his funeral when this is all over. Now is not the time for grief or reflection. Understood. Dismissed. This is your final case. Submitting it sets in motion the unstoppable series of events that will decide the Zephyr's future. Before crossing the point of no return, tie up any loose ends that may still exist. Yikes. Okay, so what's the partial pin that you were able to get out of that guy? I don't see that anywhere. Okay, here we go. Sent over the relevant transcripts from our interrogations with the suspects you brought in. Here's all they said about the pin to their server. I don't know if it's enough to deduce all 4 digits. Zero technical understanding. Keep having to come up with mnemonic devices for this. I have more, but all I remember is this. The first 2 numbers have the same sum as the last 2.
Hello there.
It started with a 7. I'm sure about that. I remember the last one being a 5. Okay. So 7 plus something is equal to something plus 5. So if it's 7 and 1, then you're looking at 3 and 5. If it's 7 and 2, we're looking at 4 and 5. If it's 7 and 3, we're looking at 5, 5. And it can just keep going up from there. But it also could be 0. Either way, the 3rd digit cannot be 1 or 0. So 3rd digit is not 1 or 0. Definitely. Know that much. And what's 9 plus 5? 14. And then the 2nd digit is not greater than 7. So the second digit is 0 through 6. Third digit is 2 or above. Nate! Welcome in! We're doing some puzzling work right now. This game is a mystery game in space that was gifted to me by some lovely developers. And, I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is sabotaging... Who is sabotaging our mission here, because we are in space, and they're messing up the shit. So... Yay. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to reinterrogate all of the navigator people, and I need to see if I can get into the brig to interrogate them on the pin for the maintenance room. What? I can't go into the brig? Oh, that's lame. Okay, so talking to the navigators, I guess it is. Among Us lore? Might as well be. But yeah, I love the pixel art. But yeah, we're getting close to the end here. Alright, tell me about Talia's secret. No? You have nothing to say about that? What about you? Hey, can I ask you about this? Can I take a look? Could you take a look at the record of this badge here? Does it look familiar? Like one of those? Who else has one? Pulled all-nighters during a crisis recently? All of you? Actually, now that you mention it, Asher didn't get one. Okay, so everyone has one but Asher. Okay, so that confirms Asher's story of not having one. So that means that's out of the 5 navigators, it cannot be Asher and it cannot be Joseph because Joseph has an alibi. So it could be Orland, it could be Nolia, and it could be Eric. But yeah, basically they're like staging a coup. And I'm the chief of security, trying to calm everything down. And figure out who's responsible for it before it's too late, so... I wonder if they're still in here. Let's find out. Oh, perfect, they are. Very good. Let me ask you about this. No? How about this? Could I borrow your attention again? Navigator Joseph was at the captain's office earlier. Do you know why? No idea? It says something about Otis and Iris. Iris? Otis is a star we've known for a long time. Nothing secret about it. So neither of you know what Joseph wanted from the captain? Are you sure? Of course I'm asking him too. Is this all you have to say? Stella? Nolia? My dad messaged me about everything that went down in the captain's office. Thank you for not locking him up. He said he was very surprised you let him go. It was my judgment that he didn't pose a direct threat. You did the right thing. I know he doesn't want me to tell you, but I feel like you should know the truth about Otis. The captain told you about the course change. Did she tell you where we're going? She said there's another star there. Not just a star, a planet. She didn't tell you about Otis B, did she? Nolia, what are you saying? My dad was working late one night when a message from Earth came in. The captain was with him. Our plotted course was going to get us very close to a star called Otis, extremely close in interstellar travel terms. Of course, we knew this already, and we thought we knew everything about Otis since long before the Zephyr was even built. But the message that night changed everything. Tell me what it said. One of the planets in the system has become viable, fit for human life. That's impossible! Earth has developed a new terraforming technology. Could we do it? Could we go and live on the planet? It seems that way. So, did the mission change? No, this was supposed to stay a secret only for the captain's eyes. Why for her eyes? Why would they tell any one of us? If they want us to go to Eurus D, it makes no sense. Did you see the message? No, only my dad and Talia did. You're saying we could be breathing a natural atmosphere within just a few years. That's what you're saying. Yes. Have you told anyone else? No, it's been very hard. I've been wrestling with it for months. Our closest approach was going to come up next week, and I've been feeling the pressure mounting every day. I think my dad has felt the same for a while, but we try to avoid the topic. This is a lot. Okay, it's gotta be Eric then. He's doing it for his son. It's gotta be. Listen, Stella, I don't know either why Earth informed us about this, and I don't fully understand why we weren't ordered to change course right then and there. Our mission was to bring humanity to a new planet, so why not this one? Noella, did you change the ship's course? No, I swear I didn't. Were you going to do anything? I don't know. I think Talia's son got too close to the truth. Curtis? We were pretty close up until recently. I often saw him at work or on my way there. But he started acting paranoid a few weeks ago and it got worse pretty quickly. I asked him about it multiple times and he kept beating around the bush. When he was put in the psych ward, it seemed like Talia tried to avoid addressing it completely, but of course she had to say something about it eventually, and it was very cryptic, if you remember. She said he was acting overly paranoid. Didn't you just say the same? Yes, but what if he actually had reason to? What if he was afraid Talia had him put away and medicated to keep him from talking? Do you think he found the truth about Otis, or maybe Talia told him about it in confidence? Something like that, I'm not entirely sure. I would have asked him already if I was allowed to visit him in the psych ward. I can visit anyone as long as I say it's for a case. That's what I was getting at. I'll talk to him. I'm gonna do it. Otis B certainly plays a huge role in all this, and maybe Curtis knows something crucial about it. Thank you for telling me. All right. Let's do it.
Describe what I felt in that moment.
Yeah, gossip.
Like the prospect
the
of
tea.
my life on a planet would not fit into my brain. It had taken me so long to come to terms with the fact that I would die on the ship. I didn't want to relitigate the issue just to set myself up for more disappointment. For a good while, I tried not to think about it at all. Talia had clearly kept this from me, and I began to wonder what else she was hiding. Her story still didn't fully make sense. How could we use that new technology? Wouldn't Earth have to send something? Materials? Blueprints? Would they even work with us at all if we failed to complete the mission? Besides, terraforming was a process that could take decades, or even hundreds of years. There were so many questions I could have asked, maybe should have asked, if only I had taken 2 seconds to think about it logically.
Okay. So let's go to this psych ward and talk to what's-his-face. I think I already have access to his... Yeah, I already have access. Hey, kiddo! I need to talk to you about something very important. Do you feel you're in the right state of mind? Are you asking me if I'm too crazy to be a reliable source? No, I'm asking if you're too medicated. No, I'm barely getting any meds at this point. My mom pushed for stronger medication when I got here, but they stopped giving me that stuff after a few days. I need to ask you something. I overheard an argument between Navigator Joseph and Talia earlier. Do you have any idea what that could have been about? I know a lot of people have a lot of problems with her style, so not in particular. So there's nothing that the Navigator specifically may know about? What are you getting at? Alright, listen, I've received information that you may have been looking into Talia's affairs. Wait, did she put you up to this? No, on the contrary, she seems to be hiding something and I want to know what you were able to ouch. You were trying to dig into Talia's secrets. What was it that you were after? Let it go? It would just make things more complicated if you knew. Did she have you thrown in here when you confronted her? Nothing like that. I didn't confront her about anything. So were you trying to get to her computer, her PDA records? And where on the ship would I get my hands on those? Show him the correct series of clues to answer his questions. He won't talk unless you show him that you have him dead to rights. We didn't talk about that, actually. Secret server? Okay, what if I show him Nolia? No? Geraldo? No. Michio. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Have you been prescribed any medication recently? Psychotropic drugs? Very funny. Who prescribed them? Okay. Well, I already finished that case, so that doesn't matter. So I need to show him I've got him dead to rights? I don't know. God, he's not gonna give me anything because I don't know what to say to him. I mean, I guess I could slowly show him everything, but I know this stuff is classified, but I need him. I need... Shon Chi-Chi. I don't know what I'm supposed to be showing him. I mean... I have such a strong suspicion that the person who did this is Eric, but I don't want to choose the wrong guy. It's not Asher, it's not Joseph. I'm feeling pretty confident that Nolia is telling the truth. Orland told the truth for the most part. He told the truth about seeing someone. It's gotta be Eric, no? How dare I? How dare I what? How dare I what? Say that it's Eric? I'm pretty sure that he's doing this for his son because his son can't live. His son is not meant for space travel. He has interstellar dystrophy. So I think that he changed course for the benefit of his son. No, I said Eric. Eric. Eric with a K. Seems to be protected with a 4-digit pin. Well, How many tries do I get with the 4-digit pin, you know? Maybe I have to figure out what's in here first. Maybe I don't have... Come on, let's go. Oh, I can't fast travel? Shit. I'll just have to go the long way. What was the mom trying to tell us that was wrong? You know? Because she used their secret code word, Sparrow. What's wrong? Visit all places on the ship. Hey! Very nice. Alright, secret server. How many options do I get? I mean, I guess I could just continue trying unless there's a certain limit, right? So if it's this, we try this. Pin wrong. Okay, how about... Got it!
I entered the pin and held my breath. After a moment, the lock screen made way to an unfamiliar, rudimentary interface. There it all was, in white letters on a black background. A plot to radically change life on the Zephyr forever. My eyes widened as I read on and realized that something resembling a coup was imminent. The senders were using code names, and I had no idea who any of them were, except for one, the leader of the entire operation. I am staying in the chief's bunk, she had written. Ava. I was blind with anger. Not because she was sabotaging the mission. I felt a deep sense of personal betrayal. All I could think was that our entire relationship must have been a charade, that she had been trying to get close to me in order to convert me, or spy on me, or get me out of the way easily once the time was right. I didn't report to the captain or my sergeants. This was between me and her.
Oh no. I was wondering about Ava, honestly. She seems so friendly. Stella, didn't hear you coming. Are you okay? You look upset. Stop feigning concern. Fucking stop. You never really gave a shit, did you? What's going on? You were just trying to get close to me. How long have you been planning this? Oh, fuck. Years? Has it been years? Our personal relationship has nothing to do with... Stop, Teacher Ava. I am placing you under arrest for gross violation of the Codex. You are being charged with systematically undermining key objectives of the mission by stoking unrest in the population. It's not too late to pick a side. You are the head of the whole executive branch on this ship. The monopoly on violence is all yours. Stop. If you tell people to give up their weapons, they will. You're making it worse for yourself. All I want is to make it better for everyone. No single person should have the power you have. Doesn't it feel like a burden at times? As things stand, nobody can free you from it but yourself. Stop. Enough. I'm going to ask you something really important and you have to be honest with me. How do we get the Zephyr back on its course? What? The course changed. How do we undo it? Can you let the navigators back into their system? Okay, I know you won't believe this, but neither I nor any of my people have the slightest idea who hacked the navigation. Bullshit. I told you wouldn't believe me. Our whole aim is to democratize the way things work on the ship. We want to hold votes on major decisions like this. The hacker imposed their own will in a way that goes against our core principles. I hate that you're making sense right now. Is there any way you can help us find the culprit within the next few hours? You seem to have your own network going, maybe somebody knows something. We've already been trying to work this out ourselves unsuccessfully. Alright, here's what's gonna happen. I'll have you escorted to the captain, she's on the bridge. The enforcers will be permitted to use deadly force if you try something stupid. Do you understand me? Yes. The jig is up. Go to the captain and tell her everything you know. I will join you shortly. I have to find the hacker first. We're running out of time. Are you sure? I'm sure. Go! Ava, huh? I swear to God, it's Eric. I've had this suspicion for so long. Who was Michio again? I mean, I know we killed him, but like, who was he? Because he like came out of nowhere. What was the errands he was running? Where is he on here? Here he is. Assistant historian? Oh, it was Baptiste Stun. Huh. Okay. Okay. He challenged me to say where they could get access to her PDA records. Well, I would assume her office, no? She doesn't keep any backups or records at her office. You should know that. Server room? I guess, but I'm not cleared to be down there. I would have to break in, and I doubt you have proof of forced entry. He wants to see proof of forced entry in the network area. Well, in fact, I do have that, actually. That doesn't mean anything. But assuming just for a second I was down there, what network would I have tried to get into? You better not be the fucker that killed my dad, or I will kill you. If I remember correctly, it was the PDA. You stole backups from the PDA network, didn't you? Stella? And I saw you that night, didn't I? It was an accident, I swear. I didn't mean for things to go down that way. You killed my dad. I couldn't have possibly known. You killed my dad! Assistant Captain Curtis, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of the Chief of Security. I'm so sorry for what happened. Please listen to me. No. We'll have a proper conversation in the break, and then you're going to stay there for a long, long time. What difference will it make to this place? My own mother walked me away already. I'm stuck in a room on this ship now. And we're always going to be stuck on this ship together. So we're always going to have to work together. Not if I shoot you. Then I wouldn't be able to tell you what I found. I know the truth about Otis B. What else could you possibly have to offer me? You know? I know we don't have to be stuck on this ship. How did you get your hands on the message? I didn't. I was told about it. So tell me one good reason not to. Do you know who sent the message? Mom? Of course, it came from Earth. Did Talia tell you that? Why would you believe her? What does it matter? Stella, why would Earth tell us about this? Don't you think they'd anticipate a huge risk of abandoning the mission? It was Mom. The message was sent from another ship. Another ship? But we're the only one. The one egg in the second basket. Not anymore. Now we're just the backup egg in the third basket. Are you fucking with me? You're just saying anything now to get out of this. I thought it was her mom. Or maybe Talia keeps lying to you and everyone else. She would protect the mission at any cost. Of course she doesn't want anyone to know about the iris. The Iris. Joseph mentioned that name to her. Tell me everything you know. If you're lying about this, I will shoot you later. Twice. Deal. I didn't mean to harm you or William. I saw an opportunity to create a distraction and it went horribly wrong. For what it's worth, I think about the events of that night every single day. It's eating me up. I don't care that you suffered. Do you have any idea how I feel? I know, I understand. Fuck. What is the Iris? I only know what the message said. They were forbidden from contacting us, but someone on the ship went rogue. They thought we should know. There were known risks when the Zephyr was first conceived, but humanity was desperate. Many of those risks were associated with the length of its mission. A lot can change in 130 years. Especially technology. They considered that maybe a better propulsion method would come along just a decade later that cut the travel time in half. Or that other nearby planets would become viable for human life while the Zephyr was already en route to Otis. And the latter's exactly what happened. They were already drawing up plans for another generation ship at that point. As soon as the Iris was finished, it set court for Otis B. All this happened years ago, unbeknownst to anyone here. When we received their communication a few months ago, the Iris was a mere 2 years away from the Otis system. It's not even technically a generation ship. Their total travel time is about just 25 years. Oh my god. So we might even meet other humans? If we change course to Otis, yes, they'd already be there. Curtis, we have changed course. Or rather, we still are. What? Why do you think the power went out? The engine was turned on without proper procedure and caused a full reboot. If we don't course correct within the next few hours, we will be en route to Otis for good. No. Don't pretend like you didn't know about this. I had no idea. I thought... You didn't orchestrate this whole thing? Stella, I'm telling you the truth. I have no interest in being shot twice. Besides, how would I pull that off? I was barely able to talk to anyone for the past month. You were using the secret server. I have no idea what you're talking about. Without my PDA, I can't contact any server, secret or otherwise. Good point. I have to find the culprit and force them to let us back into the system. Do you have the slightest idea who could have been? If they're trying to get to Otis B, then I assume they know we can be settled there. They don't necessarily know about the Iris. Just that this is a new terraforming technology we may be able to use. Whoever got wind of that and is sick of life on this ship, that's your guy. I have to go find them before it's too late. I forgive you. I understand it was an accident. So that's probably what the mob meant with Sparrow. That we were set on a course to die. Do you want us to course correct back to yours? It's our mission.
My head was spinning. For over a month, the mystery surrounding my dad's death had constantly occupied my mind. There was a brief moment of relief. A weight lifted off my shoulders when I found out who was responsible and why he did what he did. The feeling was immediately overshadowed when I realized the scope of the situation. Everything finally fell into place. Of course, Earth had never told us about Otis B. Of course, the Zephyr would never be able to terraform it. The Iris was the final missing piece that the captain had tried to keep from us. I couldn't fathom the possibility of meeting other people on Otis B. How many were there? What were they like? I started daydreaming of blue skies on an alien world, an ocean of friendly faces in unfamiliar uniforms. Looking back, I felt isolated on the Zephyr. I harbored hope that meeting people in a new context would be my chance to reinvent myself and my place in society. At the same time, I realized how selfish my thoughts were. It would be pointless to go to Otis B knowing that humans were already settling there, when our whole mission was to bring humanity to a new place.
Hmm. It's gotta be Eric, but if I fuck it up... I mean... Can I get into the break now? No. Am I allowed to go in and out? Oh, I can't go in and out. Okay. So then... Alright, I want to ask Eric about Otis. See what he has to say about that. You have nothing to say about that? Maybe Orland can give me some information. Or Joseph, perhaps? We're really close to solving this. Okay, so maybe I want to go talk to the chief who has Ava right now? She might be in the conference room. No? Okay, then she would be all the way on the other side at the captain's office. I'm so close. I just want some definitive evidence. Where the hell is she? It's gotta be Eric, right? Right? It has to be. It cannot be anyone else. Fuck it. This is it. Eric, it makes so much sense. I have to go find him fast and bring him to the bridge. Time to confront Ava as well. She and the captain must have had an interesting talk already.
In the final hour before things came to a head, you could cut the tension in the command area with a knife. The crew knew that there was very little time left to save the mission. The population, meanwhile, knew barely anything at all, which understandably upset them. By now, Talia had ordered a partial lockdown of the ship for fear of intervention. It was an unprecedented move, a drastic decision even by her standards. She barely even seemed to trust the crew around her. It was somewhat understandable, but I couldn't help but feel that she had some responsibility for her predicament. She had increasingly avoided direct communication with the general population for a long time, and now she was afraid they would make their voices heard no matter what. She was probably aware of the bitter irony herself.
Move. Wait, what is my son doing here? Ah! Dad! Navigator Eric. We've known each other for decades. We stepped foot on the ship together. I never imagined you could betray us all like this. And betray yourself. You accepted the same mission as everyone else here, after all. What is my son doing here? He's the reason, isn't he? His condition? Once you heard that there was a chance of planetary life for him, you took it. But you chose for all of us, not just him. Some of us care about our children, Captain. Tread lightly. Take him to the brig, Bodo. With pleasure. What about undoing the hack? I thought we needed him. Thought so too, but Navigator Joseph was able to regain control over the system just a moment ago. We can correct our course as soon as it's done rebooting. No, please. Joseph, you are killing my son. Eric. Your son wants to serve the mission, as a matter of fact. He literally won't be able to. He will die before he even completes his training. He told me he didn't want to sabotage it. Isn't that right, Assistant Navigator Elliot? Yes, Captain. He's a child. He doesn't fully understand what all this means, and you damn well know it. I merely asked him what he wanted. For the first time in your life, you're raging Shut. Teacher Ava, do you have any idea of the damage you've done to our shared goals? Who's us? I think you still overestimate the social cohesion on this ship. Who else is part of your little club? You could have met them all right now if you hadn't taken my PDA away. What do you mean? What were you planning? What do you want? You saw the letter I sent to Lewis, didn't you? It should have given you an idea of what we want. More democracy? In the long term, yes, but let's start with something very concrete. We know about Otis B. We demand a vote. Let the people decide where they want to go. Everyone cast their vote long ago when they set foot on the ship. I was born on the ship. I never voted for anything. Did you, Stella? No, I didn't. I'm sure you'd like to have some agency over your own life for once. Not like this. Don't be so naive, Stella. There's no other way to affect real change. The ethics committee was informed of our concerns time and time again, but of course they fell on deaf ears. Maybe not all of us want their parents' job. Maybe not all of us want a child at 35. And maybe not all of us want to die out here. I know I can't force you to do anything, but I'm asking, I'm begging. Please stop forcing us to. Let the people decide. You alone are in control of the situation here. The executive branch is all yours for better or for worse. Make the right choice. Tell your people to stand down. Chief, listen to me. This mission is so much bigger than all of us here. Billions of people already cast their vote. They entrusted us with this responsibility, this incredible privilege to serve humanity. It's not up to you or me or even all of us put together to abandon it. We're not abandoning anything. We're putting the mission's target planet up to a vote. It's simply not up to us. The Codex states clearly that betraying the mission or not is not a choice anyone is authorized to make. I'm able to strip you of your powers immediately if you directly jeopardize mission success. Do you hear this? What good is your post if it can be stripped away at will by a single person? I need to think. Start the vote. I know you want to. I know you haven't been happy in a long time. This is your first step towards... Is this why you've been trying to get close to me? And Lewis, too? Just to manipulate me when the time's right? You've been manipulated your whole life, but not by me or Lewis. I swear I genuinely like you, Stella. She's still trying to manipulate you, Chief. You cannot let your emotions get the better of you. We hold a fucking vote! We're holding a vote. Chief, with all due respect, how else do you expect us to go forward? We continue to be trapped on the ship together. Do you want us to turn the residential area into a second brig? She's right. We should get a broadcast out. Let's get this started. We don't have much time. Going to Otis B. Because who the fuck wouldn't vote for that? The wording of this broadcast is going to play a huge role in how people vote. What a democratic thing to say. I'm not advocating for manipulation, quite the opposite. That's why I wanted all of us to be here and discuss it together. We have to make it quick. The navigators are standing by. They haven't touched the controls yet, but we have no more than an hour left until the fuel is depleted. People don't even know about Otis yet. I'm still processing it myself, and I've known for weeks. How'd you find out? Doesn't matter, I'll tell you after all this is over. I agree it's a lot to take in and base an important decision on, but there's nothing we can do about that. Democracy isn't perfect. We have to trust the people to do the right thing. Because that's never turned out to be a terrible idea. Aren't you a history teacher? We hold a vote and that's final. What do we need to discuss? Paragraph about Otis B and the new terraforming technology, as well as one informing everyone about our agreement. People need to know that the crew is on board with this course of action and we will honor the vote. How are people going to cast? Some foolproof anonymous system would be best, but I suggest we use PDA messages. We should read and evaluate them together as they come in. Can we use your PDA for that, Stella? Sure. Tell them about the iris. I think people should know the full truth to make an informed decision. Truth about what? I'm working myself up to it. Chief, don't. How do you think we learned the truth about Otis B? Earth never wanted us to know. There's another ship like ours, the Iris. What? Another generation ship? That's enough! Not technically, since they're reaching their goal in just one generation. They're about to reach Otis B. Are you saying we'd meet other people? We would meet other people. I know it's a huge argument for Otis B to a lot of people, but I think they deserve to know. This is real? You saw the message with your own eyes. I did. Still, I can't believe you didn't tell me about this. It's very new to me. Now, it's even more to process. Let's add the paragraph about Otis B. Or add it to the paragraph about Otis B. Thank you. Navigator Joseph. We have tallied the votes. You really told everyone about the Iris? I've been considering it for so long. I thought everyone deserved to know about the possibility of meeting other people. Did it sway? Maybe. They did vote to abandon the mission. We're going to Otis B. So I don't correct the course? Let the ship finish its maneuver. I suppose Eric will be thrilled. I have a feeling it won't just be him. Steve, can you handle this? You called for me? I did. Thank you for coming. Wanted to talk to you ahead of tomorrow's big ethics committee session. No matter the outcome, we have some things to settle between the two of us. About the Iris. It was foolhardy to trust the general public with this information. Even more so because you used it to turn the sentiment on the ship against the mission. I stand by it. I always knew that introducing voting on anything would be the downfall of the whole system. Democracy is a nice luxury we cannot afford on the Zephyr. Some situations call for strict hierarchies, and the mission's one of them. We signed away our voting rights when we started. I disagree. That's easy to say for the person at the top, who actually did make the decision to be here, unlike many of us.
When you're all stuck in a place together, how do you judge or punish your fellow captives? And after a period of turmoil and unrest, who even judges whom in the end? The people who happen to come out on top certainly aren't innocent either. The ethics committee struggled with this problem, and decided early on that there wouldn't be any severe punishments such as lengthy prison sentences. Of course, pretending that nothing happened wasn't an option either. We had to strike a balance to keep our little society somewhat functional. It took us months to work through all the accusations and evidence. Between certain individuals, some residual animosity can still be felt to this day. There was a long debate about whether Eric's decision to divert the ship's course was selfish or selfless. Everybody believed his claim that the power outage had been accidental, but that didn't take away from its catastrophic consequences. 4 people had died, and many more had suffered severe and long-lasting injuries. At least the damages to the ship turned out to be mostly superficial. The ethics committee noted that, regardless of his intent, motive, or state of mind, Eric's actions had been incredibly reckless. He spent the weeks leading up to his sentencing in the brig. The ethics committee revoked his access to the bridge and permanently relegated him to the inner hull. Once people had voted against carrying out the mission, a chain reaction of changes unfolded throughout the ship. Everything was suddenly up for debate. Hierarchies, career choices, offspring. The dissidents had essentially won in the court of public opinion and were largely spared prosecution for their actions. Ava admitted to having planned the insurrection for over a year. She began her testimony by recounting a late-night conversation at the bar with Geraldo, Michio, and some additional people whose names she wouldn't divulge. She was surprised to be met with universal agreement when she aired her grievances about the Zephyr's rigid social structure. Over the next few months, she went on to formulate a list of demands that slowly morphed into a manifesto for self-determination, which she deemed incompatible with the goals of the mission. She came up with a system to recruit allies without leaving a trace on the Zephyr's networks, which we stumbled upon when the letter in the inner hull was discovered. At that point, the movement and its talking points had already gained a lot of support in the general population. Taking the server online and sending out a mass broadcast on arrival day was meant to bring public pressure to a boiling point. However, the plan was delayed when the power outage occurred on that same day through sheer coincidence. Ava and her accomplices had no knowledge of the hack or its intended purpose. When they looked into it through their network, Noelia quickly cracked and revealed the truth about Otis B. The group then devised the plan of putting the course change to a vote and allow the people, as they put it, to be the masters of their own destiny. In a last-ditch attempt to force the vote, they made the decision to storm the bridge and stall the course correction. I was thoroughly questioned about my role in the whole ordeal. Leona was on the ethics committee at the time. She spoke out for me every chance she got. I think she really appreciated that I had sided with her about the painkillers for her pet. My decision to make the iris a matter of public record was not punished in any way. On the contrary, it was generally well received. Captain Talia filed a complaint against me for defying her order to arrest Joseph. I stood by my decision, and the matter was ultimately dropped. The ethics committee argued that the situation was complex, and that Joseph turned out not to be a threat to anyone after I let him go. The main charge against me was the use of excessive force against Michio, resulting in his death. Our final encounter haunts me to this day. I'll never forget the way he collapsed, the endless amounts of blood spilling out onto the floor. I immediately rushed to provide first aid, but as soon as I saw his blank eyes staring back at me, I knew there was nothing I could do. My memory of the following hour or two is still very fuzzy. I know I called Paul and just sat there until he arrived. Someone brought me to my bunk and helped me wash off the blood. Then I fell asleep on my bed for a while. Even though he attacked me first, I fully blame myself for Michio's death. I kept thinking about alternative ways the whole thing could have played out. The ethics committee ultimately ruled that I shot him in self-defense. I didn't receive any formal punishment, which left me with mixed feelings. Dad died a little over 3 years ago. It's actually arrival day today, but that no longer means anything. Well, except for one thing. We just received another communication from Earth. It's the first one since we came clean about the course change. I don't know yet how they took it, but I assume they're pretty disappointed. The captain forwarded one message to me directly hours ago. It's time I watched it.
Hello, my beautiful daughter. I don't even know where to begin. I hope you're safe and sound out there. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people on Earth are pretty pissed at you. But you know what? I say good for you. I'm glad the Sparrow decided to spread its wings and fly free. Mission Control left you in the dark about your options, which I never supported. I'm proud of you for figuring it out. No one here has any idea how you did it. Thank you for trying to tell us all those years ago, Mom. Ever since they said we'd re-establish contact with you, I thought about this next part. I was devastated to hear about William's passing. I thought you'd have so much time left together. I hope you're holding up okay. I wish I could be there for you. It's hard for me to say much more about it. You knew him so much better at this point than I probably ever did. But I do know that the man I remember would want you to come into your own. I don't know how things work on the ship. Now that you've changed course, I just want you to know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. I wish you all the success in the universe. Thanks. Stell, you in there? I'm here. It's Chi-Chi! Wow! Listen, oh, Chi-Chi almost slipped out. Yeah, she keeps trying to do that. Do you think I should just let her go? As in let her roam free? Yeah, give her a shot at being an outside pet. She wouldn't be the only one on the ship. They seem to handle themselves just fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let her out. Open the door. She clearly wants it. See you soon, Chi-Chi. Yeah. I mean, it's not like outside where there's, you know, cars and predators and shit. You know, she's still technically inside. I'm just not keeping her cooped up in one room. I feel like that's alright. We're about to establish contact with the Iris again. We're getting so close now we can almost talk without any delay. It's time we discuss our next steps together. The captain wants you to be there for it. Alright, let's go! I almost forgot. Happy arrival day. Happy arrival day. I only got one case wrong. The game was lovely. It was lovely. Your story. The year you reached ending number that? Your ending ID is generated through an algorithm that does not reflect the actual number of possible endings. Note that many additional factors to those listed here determine your story's ending. There are countless combinations to explore, even though the main plot points will always largely be the same, especially throughout the first 2 acts. Cases cracked, 9 out of 10. Optional encounters discovered, 15. Descendants apprehended out of 4, 4. Clues collected, 122. Scans triggered, 407. She was the Zephyr's captain in the end? Someone else could have been captain? They decided to abandon their mission. Chi-Chi returned to her home. You found out who hacked the Zephyr's navigation. You found the leader. You found the person responsible for William's death. Huh. Maybe if I had gotten things wrong, Ava would have, like, taken over? You know? I don't know. Yeah, 5, I did. I really enjoyed it, honestly. I liked it a lot. I thought it was... I mean, it was right up my alley in terms of things that I enjoy. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm curious. I got, like, a lot of achievements there at the end, and I couldn't read them all. Let's see. Ooh, I got 17 out of 25 achievements. Codex? What's that? I got Anarchy achievement. That's funny. Fine. Discover my planned obsolete... What is that? Oh. Of becoming obsolete. Yeah. Let's see. Decide that I know better. Okay, so that, I guess, that, so... Okay, so I can dodge the trap that I was put in for Michio. Keep the casualties to a minimum. I don't know how I would have gotten that. Those rebels got nothing on you, always one step ahead. Stick to the codex. Very interesting. Yeah, I really liked it. I'm curious what the other outcomes might have been. It seems like, you know, we could have kept with the mission and kept things secret. We could have, we could have taken over the ship. So that's the thing we could have done. Yeah, honestly, I'm really glad that they gifted me this key because I personally had a lot of fun with it. So yeah. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap up for today. The next stream will start... I don't know how many streams we'll do of Forever Skies. I definitely want to check it out. I'm excited to play it. That was, you know, that was gifted to me by developers as well, so I really want to give it a shot. And we have some other fun things on the on the docket. And one of those things is that this weekend on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing a community night in my Discord. We haven't done one of those in ages. So if you want to come and hang out and have fun and play some games with us, then you should totally do that. Also, keep an eye out. I might do some spontaneous gaming stuff in the Discord. Like, I've been getting back into Golf with Your Friends, so if you're in my Discord and you like that game, then keep a close eye, because I'm gonna randomly be like, hey, I'm gonna play this golf with your friends right now if anyone wants to play. Or maybe like Lethal Company or something, you know? So if you guys are ever interested in that, keep an eye out. But yeah, for now, I'm going to relax and eat some food. And I'm really glad that I got to stream with you guys today. I enjoyed myself. And I really enjoyed that game. And I'm gonna look forward to... Yes, Koala, I will eat good food. I hate saying goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye. We only streamed for 3 hours today. And I know that sometimes we just stream for 3 hours and, like, that's that, right? But part of me wants to continue playing, but I don't want to start a new game that isn't Forever Skies. I do still have every intention of returning to Minecraft. I don't know. I know, but still, I love hanging out with you guys and I want to spend time with you, you know? So, yeah. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next stream, whenever that is. Much love. Bye, friends.